Yeah, so I co-founded AI Media together with Alex Jones and the late Leonie Jackson in 2003. And what we first did was both Alex and Leonie are profoundly deaf. And while we were introducing captions to the pay TV industry in Australia, which is where we
Right.
started, we also developed the very first service to deliver live captions into mainstream classrooms
Wow.
using that human in the loop respeaker model in 2007. The success of that was so profound that we had changed the very nature of what it meant to be deaf.
Wow.
In in 2007, 50% of deaf kids never completed high school. Today, 90% complete high school.
Wow.
And that's because they have
Amazing.
access to the English
Right.
that otherwise they wouldn't have access to. And so we built up this company to the point where at one point we had 800 respeakers. We were the global launch partner with Facebook in 2017 for live captions on Facebook. And we still have over 1 million people on our Facebook page following us. And it was off the back of the partnership with Facebook that we understood the massive improvements in AI efficiency were coming. And that was at the F8 conference in April of 2018 in Silicon Valley. Not far from where you are, I think. It might even
That's
be
right.
Menlo Park.
That's
And I heard the head of AI talk after lunch on the second day, and it was basically hidden Markov models are going to change everything. We're going to get 100 times the fidelity of each data point in the next few years that we've got now. I was like, 100 times? Okay, I'm listening. And then it was a question of, okay, what architecture was going to win when you could pull the human out of the loop? And so in 2019, we kind of scoured the world for partners, and we decided very, very quickly in a big all hands meeting in early December 2019 that EEG was the company we needed to buy.
wow.
And in order to buy them, we needed to have an ability to raise capital. Then COVID hit
Yes.
and right. And then 2 months later, COVID hit. And then immediately all our sales just stopped. And then 2 weeks later, they expanded back 50%
Wow.
above where they were beforehand because everyone needed live captions because they were at home.
That's right.
And so that helped us list on the ASX,
Wow.
which is the Australian Stock Exchange, in September of 2020. And in May of 2021, we completed the acquisition of EEG.
Wow. That's a great story. Just in terms of how capital raise actually happened right post COVID and the
Correct.
acquisition. Fascinating.
Correct.
Um,
Yeah.
uh, how did Gen AI change your trajectory? The sort of onslaught of all of these LLMs and just the amount of innovation that's happened in the last couple of years.
Well, first thing, it allowed us to pull the human out of the loop
Okay, right.
because you didn't need the re-speaker anymore.
That's right.
That was the most fundamental. And then the second thing it did is it made it work in languages other than English in terms of text. Then it made real-time voice translation possible.
Right.
And now it's making our Lexi AI solution possible. So I like to say we're benefiting from the rising tide that's effectively lifting all of the boats because there's hundreds of billions of dollars a year being invested
That's right.
into generative AI at the moment. And if what we can do is understand that and embed that into live broadcast or enterprise workflows for our customers, that's all we
Right.
need to do.
That's right. Fascinating. So this is just absolutely amazing, and you tell the story really well, just in terms of how the companies sort of moved forward with all of these developments. Tony, one question which I had was really relating to now the outlook, 2025, 2026. What's the key outlook, both from from an industry perspective and also from where the company's headed?
Lexi Voice. It's all about Lexi Voice. It's about now selling Lexi Voice to our existing Lexi Text customers, and it's also about using both Lexi Voice and Lexi Text as means to get into these new markets. So we're focusing on selling Lexi Voice to our existing Lexi Text customers in US broadcast. And we're looking at selling Lexi Voice and Lexi Text now to broadcasters in EMEA and APAC as well.
Understood.
Now, what we will need to do in terms of government and enterprise is M&A. We can't get there entirely by ourselves because we don't have the encoder set that
Right.
doesn't plug into a rack. All our encoders plug into a rack. Whereas if you want to deliver this service in a meeting room, you haven't got a rack. So how are you going to use an encoder? These AirPods are encoders. In fact, Apple is putting that exact same service on those AirPods
Ah,
in a few months' time when they release the next version. So if you think really kind of broadly about our growth trajectory, what we would be looking for is a company that's got a presence of hardware encoders in industries, sectors, and countries where we don't have presence. And then
understood.
what we would do is we would put the Lexi ICAP system on that encoder network, like
Understood.
we've done with Imagine and like we've done with Grass Valley, but this would be a commercial partnership that would dwarf them.
Fascinating. Um, and currently, just in terms of your engineering and development and technology teams, where are they? Where are the teams at?
The most of our market is here in the US,
Okay.
and most of it's in broadcast. Most of our in-house development team is based in the US. We've probably got 65% of the team are based here in the US and Canada, so
Okay.
North America, with the balance being in Australia. And then we use some outsourced development agencies as well, where
Okay.
we've got Flow
Fantastic.
and Japan. What if we could do it in Japanese for
That's
$30
right.
an
That's
hour?